How's it going, everybody? This is Sunaak here, back for another episode of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. In the last episode, we got all the pieces of the Beanstar here, and we were instructed by Bowletta to head to Joke's End. And the only way to actually get there, we need to make sure we can go above water, and that we're not going to be able to reach it below the seafloor. So we need to figure out how we can go ahead and... I'm kind of drawing a blank, sorry. We need to figure out how we can go above the sea floor and everything. So to go ahead and start doing that, why don't we go pay the Hammerhead Bros a visit. Alrighty, here at their place. Let's go ahead and see what they're doing. Sleeping on an anvil. Well, I was wondering who that might be. It turns out to be those Mario Bros again. You guys have the best time. We just finished our mastering a brand spanking new hammer making technique. Want us to reforge your hammers for you? Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously. In that case, this will be the debut of our new hammer making technique. We'll get right to the reforging. Here we go. On your toes. That looks fun. Whew, that's some fine work we did. These are definitely the finest hammers available. They're even more powerful than before. So we got the Ultra Hammers. These are actually the final upgrade to the hammer, which is fantastic. With those hammers, you can break any kind of rock. Any kind at all. We've used all our talents in the making of these hammers. May they serve you very well. Well, obviously, look at that. So now, instead of being silver, they're gold. So that's cool. We can also break these black rocks here. So now we can open up the second area here. And just like the other one, this also contains another thwomp here. So if you're playing along and everything, you will need 500 coins for this. So go ahead and, like, if you're following along and playing the Wii U version, like I said, go ahead and use that reloading the save point thing and use that to your advantage to make sure you save a lot of money on here, because it gets pretty hard. The cool thing is that you can also get 800 coins, so you get 300 profit, which is very nice. But since this is it's a 1 out of 3 chance to get it, it's not a good place to grind up money. So hopefully I can get it. At least I'm getting the 300 coins extra. But we're also looking for another type of scroll here. Hopefully we can find it soon and not waste a lot of money. Ah, perfect. So I got an extra 600 for that, and then got the scroll here. So the secret scroll. And then the green colors show that it's actually Luigi's. So we can use another new Bros attack in battle. And that's actually really cool because that is the final Bros attack that we can learn. So now we have the full Bros attack. We have all the coffees made. And let's see if we can show it off here in battle. Well, if Luigi wasn't stunned or tripped. I love that they actually do that in battle, that they change the hammers and everything. So we have a new attack called the Cyclone Bros. So what this does, well, I'll just show it to you. You just press B, then rapidly press A, and it will hit however many times that you pressed A on the enemies. Very useful. Before I forget, also another way to also grind up Woo Beans, which is really good, is mainly to fight these enemies with the Game Boy Horror SP to always get guaranteed Woo Beans. But yeah, that's cool. So brand new attack. Oops, let me go ahead and take care. Well, I'll just finish them up here. So now, I should have showed off Mario's list. But yeah, they each have their own 4 attacks. So I'm gonna go ahead and be working on getting the advanced commands for the remaining 2 for both of them. So that's that way we can have them all advanced out. Cool. So now that we actually have the hammers upgraded all the way, we are gonna want to go ahead. We're gonna want to head over to the pipe that we saw once we came up from the seafloor, actually, from like before we were at the Oasis, which is over here. And then if you remember the last time, I don't think I showed it, but there was a black rock blocking it here. And this is the Bean Bean Beach surfing spot. Let's see what... He looks like the jellyfish type guys that we saw before. Huh? You want to cross the sea? Why, such a thing is impossible. Without a surfboard, that is. Say, maybe if you can find something to jam into that hole. Maybe we'll make some sort of surfboard substitute. Maybe. So that's something in green hints us to do this to Luigi. And what do you know? We got a surfboard. And this is how we're going to get to Joke's End. We actually can surf above the sea floor and everything, and we're going to be able to pop these balloons for extra coins. There's actually another mini game on here that we can play while we're out, but I don't want to take care of that because it is kind of a game that I found annoying when I was playing before, so I will be showing it off later, but I want to go ahead and just continue progressing the story. So we're going to try to find Joke's End here. Okay. And then also this was another easier way to get to the Oho Oasis instead of having to go down on the sea floor and everything. So that's very cool. What do we got here? There's a Monty Mole up there, so we're going to have to find a way to get up to him eventually. But... pop some more coins. Yeah, you want to be careful with those whirlpools because they'll suck you down into the sea floor and everything, and then you're gonna have to find another way to get back up here. And what do you know? I think we made it. Yeah, we did. Okay. So, we made it here to Joke's End. And I got one major complaint, but let's go ahead and see what it has here first before I start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just missing 6. But I think that might be one of the last ones. Still missing it, so let me go ahead and find it later. But yeah, meanwhile, while we're here. Okay, anything here? Nope. Let's go ahead and just go up the stairs. Creepy looking statues. You can tell it's real icy here and very cold. Hold it, you two. This place is our playground, understand? Do you two want to play here too? In that case, the least you could do is say hello to those of us who were here first. Eh? Me? I'm Jojora. I'm a buddy of the cousin of the descendant of the spirit of once who guarded this place. Give it our little story here. Princess Peach? Bowletta? Man, I have no idea what you're talking about. Whatever. Look, if you want to go inside, then go right ahead. Be my guest. Go nuts. I don't know what kind of adventure you've been on to get here, but man, getting through here won't be nearly as easy of what you're used to. No way. Alrighty. It's just kind of cold. Ha! See what I did there. Anyway... This dungeon, it was honestly my least favorite throughout this entire game. But it's mainly just the music and how tedious it is. I'm going to try to get through it as easy as I can and try to make it simple, but we also have some new enemies here. Some very unique ones too. I think that's called a slurp, if I'm not mistaken. No, a glurp is what it is. And then these are ice sniffits. So, brand new enemies. It was very nice. I want to go ahead and keep leveling these things up, but they're not too bad to deal with. I think the glurps are weak to electricity and also fire, I think. I hope that I'm correct. So that way. But anyway, let's go ahead and use the fire bros on them. A lot of the enemies here are weak to fire, so they're both weak to lightning and fire. But yeah, a lot of the enemies here are weak to fire, so you can use that to your advantage with Mario. Once we start getting into the later enemies and everything, you'll start to see it's very useful to use your fire attacks, especially once they start like because here they pile on a lot of the enemies. You'll start to see that they'll have at least 3 or more enemies. I might be wrong, but every time I fought an enemy here, they always had at least 3. So let's go ahead and get rid of these guys. But from here on out, I'll try to be cutting out unless I see new enemies and everything, just so I can start leveling up the bros attacks and stuff. I wonder if you can even make it over here. But yeah, I won't try to harp on this place too much, but like I said, it's very tedious and it's kind of long, because look how huge this place is. But I won't try to harp on it too much. I won't be negative, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out real quick. Oh, well, I was going to, but now we have a new enemy here alongside the glurps. Yeah, these guys are fast, so that's why they're going first a lot of the times. Caveman looking guys. What are their names? Clump or Clump. Yeah, Clump. So they have 2 attacks. The clumps, they do that, but whenever you hear that like animation and then you see like a ring, kind of like when they're powering up, they'll charge up their attack, and instead of going as fast as they did the first time, they'll go slower. So that's just another thing to watch out for. And that's why they're weak to fire, because you'll burn their hair and they don't like that. So that's one way to take care of them. And then, yeah, so I'll go ahead and cut the rest of this fight out because we've already seen these guys. Cool. So yeah, another thing I also forgot to mention about the glurps is that they are super defensive as well. So you need to use your elemental attacks to get rid of them. So that's why you'll see whenever you hammer attack them, they'll only do 1, and also the jumps too. Ooh, we got some new enemies here as well. The paratroopies, I think is what it is. The elite paratroopies is what it is, I think. Oh yeah. These guys are pretty tough if you're not used to the actual timing and everything. Yeah, so these guys are going to be a lot harder here at Joke's End. Oh, not elite. It's Scaratroopies is what they're called. So yeah, these guys are the same things as the elite troopies, except they just fly, and they're a lot faster too. So it's kind of you're gonna want to be careful with them. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can use the Cyclone Bros to attack flying enemies too. Yeah, since you're tall enough now. Go ahead and do that and get rid of them. Alrighty, since we've already seen these guys, I'll go ahead and finish cutting these out. Alrighty. Yeah, you're gonna... There's actually a lot of enemies here. What are you doing? As a meteorologist, I'm particularly interested in the whirlwinds that appear in the seas in this area. When rotational energy is added to warm the updrafts... he's going over science stuff. Bean guy, the science guy. I would love to research this mechanism further. Okay. Yeah, he's just basically saying updrafts are brought up with heat and everything. So if we bring heat to like, and then spin in it, it will bring a whirlwind upon it. So, and this was another kind of complaint for the Joke's End. As you can see, as soon as you come into this room, there's a lot of enemies here. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock them all out real quick. Cool. I finally got the advanced command for the Swing Bros. Go ahead and show off that advanced command right now. And in that fight, Luigi actually got a level up to 28. So let's go ahead and let's do BP, because I feel like I'm going to be using a lot right now. So might as well give me some more. Alrighty, so this is going to be the Swing Bros, the advanced command. So let's go ahead and show it up on this clump here. Right here, you press A, and then from here, I think you're supposed to press A and B together. And what that does is that it will actually give you items. So it will, like this way, if you guys don't complete the Starbeans Cafe little side quest thing, and you don't get the Game Boy Horror SP, this would be the other way to grab rare items from enemies. So I think personally just try to complete the Starbeans Cafe one, because at least with the Game Boy Horror SP you're always guaranteed the items. So see if I can go ahead and show it off fast. Oh, and never mind, just throw him. I'll go ahead and cut this out. Cool. Mario got a level up after that one. and just like Luigi, I'm gonna do BP as well. Hopefully I can get a 5 or 4, but I got a 1. Alrighty, took them out, and I got the advanced command for the Swing Bros for Mario, so I'll be sure to show that off when I can. Okay, let's go ahead and grab these items here, very nice. Can't do anything here, so don't worry about that area yet. And then we got another enemy here. Let me go ahead and knock him out real quick. Yeah, the good thing about this place is that it does provide a good area to start training up if you haven't been. So I highly recommend at least start training up here because these guys are tough compared to all the other enemies and everything that we've been dealing with before. So that way you can gain up on some experience. And just like the Guahar Lagoon, we had those little rotating death spikes to try to get through. So now we got to get through them the first time through here and then try to get back the same way. Or going in the other opposite direction. Fairly simple. Okay, and then as you saw there, it opened up the way over here. Ready. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and call it quits here. We did quite a bit, and this place is really long. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits right now, like I just said, and I'll see you guys in the next episode when we continue going through Joke's End to see if we can find Princess Peach and Bowletta. See you guys then.